Welcome to the channel Literal Science. In this video we'll be seeing how the camera works. Say you want to capture subject onto an image sensor. So you simply put the subject before the sensor. And the resulting image looks all blurry. Because every point on the subject emits light rays all over the sensor. Now put a wall with a small hole in between the subject and the sensor, such that light rays hitting the sensor should pass through the hole. Light rays from each point on the subject will almost hit on a single point on the sensor. The resulting image looks clear and inverted. This setup is known as pinhole camera, and the resulting image is called camera obscura. The first mention of the pinhole camera is by Mosey, the founder of Mohism. We can see many accidental pinholes in our daily life. Pinhole cameras work well only when there is ample amount of light, because light from the subject reaches sensor only through a tiny pinhole. When there is not sufficient amount of light, pinhole cameras often perform poor. But when you increase the size of the hole, the amount of blur also increases. Even when you have sufficient light, when you try to decrease the size of the hole, the amount of noise increases. One of the main reasons for noise is diffraction. When light encounters a particle of size similar to its wavelength, it deviates. This phenomenon is known as diffraction. The soft blur you see in the edges of shadows is because of diffraction. Another way to capture image onto a sensor is by placing a convex lens between the subject and the sensor. A convex lens converges the light rays parallel to principal axis. The center of the lens is called aperture, and the point the rays converge is called the focus. A point moving in the subject plane will be projected onto an image plane on the other side of the lens. When you place a lens between the subject and the sensor, the resulting image on the sensor looks sharp, clear and inverted. Similar to a pinhole, a point on the subject will almost hit on a single point on the sensor. But unlike pinhole, only a single subject plane will be in focus, that is projected onto the sensor. We can change the subject plane in focus by changing the distance between the lens and the sensor. Subject plane in focus moves farther away as the lens moves farther away from the sensor. This is essential.